Hello, welcome back for the third video in the series, and we're getting ready to do the secondary mission for day 1. But I forgot when I finished the first video to do a couple items. We get experience points. We get 1 experience point for completing the mission, and then we get a second experience point if we destroyed the target and no planes were destroyed. We did have 1 plane that was damaged, but it was not destroyed. So everybody that was on the mission gets 2 experience points. So there's 7 pilots that got 2 experience points. And then also you mark whether or not you destroyed the target, damaged it, or undamaged. We destroyed our target, and I put a slash because there's a primary and a secondary. So I want to have room to denote both. And we got 4 victory points for the primary target. The secondary target is actually underneath the sheet. We will get 1 victory point if we were able to take this out. So that's what we're going to do. I also put away all the tokens, and now we go back to here, and I have to assign the pilots and arm the aircraft. So there is actually a step here I got to do. Real quick, determine and place sites, assign pilots, arm aircraft. So let's determine and place the sites. There are 1 site in each approach and 2 in the center. And I'm going to go a little bit quicker because you've watched the other video and I went a lot slower. So let's see if we can speed this up a little. So we're going to do 1 site in all 4. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, it's not the plane, it's the actual site. So let me turn them over. And then there's a nothing. Okay, so we got 3 sites here. This is another one of those range 0 soft targets. There's a range 0 soft target, and there's a radar site. And then we have 2 sites in the center. And we got 2 soft targets for the center. So that's what we're up against. So I'm immediately seeing a threat and 2 threats. Now we have to draw one of these. So this is no longer a threat. So basically, as long as we come from the south, again, we can completely avoid him. So radar is gone. We don't need to worry about radar, so we don't need to bring our little radar specialist. We also don't have to worry about our phantoms doing radar specialties either. So we get to pick 3 targets. We will have, looks like 5 bandit cards being drawn. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pick our 3 pilots. We do need 1 pilot to be anti-air. So, he gets a +1, he gets a -1, he's -1. Yeah, we're gonna do this Phantom Crusader. We're gonna for sure use him. And I'm just gonna put the cards we're gonna use. I can leave them here. Here. So Phantom for sure is in. And then I have to pick 2 more. I have those 2. I took all the F-16s with me. Nope, I got 1 F-16. He's for sure coming. And then we got the Kafer, who's a noob. I don't know which is better. Should we level up our noob, or should we use our best guys? I think we should use our... Ooh. Look at that. Just 1 stress is all it takes for him to be shaken. We're going to take our best guys. So... So we're going to use Crusader, Warrior, and Fixer. Now, when we're grabbing our armaments, just a reminder, we have cannot arm more than a total of 8 aims per day, and we did 6 on the last mission, so we're going to do 2. And none of our pilots are fast, and none of them have SA points, so they're all going to go slow no matter what we do. So we're going to put an aim 9 and an aim 7. Oops. Flip it back over. So he's got 2, and then he has 4 more weight points. And I can put bombs on him, but remember that's going to reduce my air-to-air attack value. But no matter what, he's going to get an ECM. And in fact, I think I've learned my lesson from the last mission. We're going to put an ECM on those, and I just realized because I was using my camera, I put my weapons on the wrong guy. Okay, so he's got a weight of 6. I've currently put 3 weight points on. I can put do 2 weight points without a penalty to my air-to-air value. So I'm going to come over here and grab these CBUs here. The other side is an MK82. So I'm going to grab 2 CBUs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 weight points used. I'm okay with that. So let's do that. He's our air-to-air guy, and he's going to help bomb the soft targets. These guys are both at 5 weight points because we're going to... So I'm going to grab an M118. Where the heck are those? This is MK84, M118, because this is a Phantom. He can use the M118. So there's 4 weight points there, and that makes it 5, and then I have 1 more left. So we will do that for 6. And then we have, this is an F-16, so he can only use MK84s. We're going to do 3, and then I have 2 weight points left, and I don't know, what do we have that costs 2 weight points? Oh, right here. MK83, 2 weight points. It's the opposite of that. Okay, so MK83, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think we're good. So we got our 3 planes. We're ready to go. Come back over here. Draw target bound event card. Pay 2 SO points or choose any one pilot with a skill to lose their skill. Holy buckets. I guess we're paying 2 SO points. So there went the... If you remember the first mission, we ended up getting +4. Now we got -2. Yeah, it's hard to write with just one hand. Okay, so that one was not good. Place aircraft, choose altitude, and then determine and place bandits. So our aircraft, it's real easy. It's just like the last time, in fact. We're not even going to do anything original. All 3 are going to be placed there, and they're all going to be high. High as a kite. So next we're going to place bandits. So 1, nothing, nothing, 2, and 1 for the center. Nothing. So we got 2 bandits. That one's got a range 2. He's a problem. That one has a range 4. Oh my goodness, he's a big problem. All right, well, it is what it is. So off we go. Intel air defense adjustment. If you remember, there's no change. Some of you might be asking or wondering, we destroyed this target, which says that we get to move the intel 1 to the right. I explained that. And that is true, but that is not until the end of the day. So when we go after the secondary mission, this is not moved over 1 to the right yet. So that won't happen until the end of the day. So we're still stuck here. We don't get this bonus yet. So no change. Draw over target event card. We're going to use the middle. Inflict up to 5 hits on the target. Target cannot be destroyed by this. Oh my goodness. Okay, it only has 6 hits total. So I will gladly put 5 hits on him. And there we go. He's got 5 hits. Okay, put the turn counter on 1. Done. Fast pilots attack. We don't have any fast pilots. Sights and bandits attack. So both bandits are going to get to attack. We'll start with him. He gets to attack at range 2, so all 3 of us are in range. So since there's only 3, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's roll. 6. So this was 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's attacking warrior. We do have an ECM pod, so we're going to try to roll for that. I rolled a 10. Perfect. So his attack is negated. He doesn't even get to roll. Now we got him. He's attacking at a range 4. So same deal. 4. It's attacking the same exact guy, warrior. So we're going to roll for the ECM again. And I got a 9. So he was saved twice because of that ECM pod. Boy, that was a good purchase. All right, next is slow bandits attack. So that guy up there is out of my range. This is 1, 2, 3 away, and my best weapon has a range of 2. So I'm going to use my aim 7 right there on him. And off we go. Oh, I'm missing. Never mind. I got it. Okay, so I'm using my aim 7 on him, and I'm going to roll. I rolled a 5. He gets, it's this guy, it's Zoom. No, it's not Zoom. It's him. He gets a +1 to his air-to-air. So that makes it 6. And then +2 in here is 7, 8. So I rolled an 8, which is enough to destroy him, because I only needed a 6. So he's out. Nobody else gets to attack. Now we move and adjust altitude, and then the bandits move. So we're going to move We're going to all stay at high altitude. That bandit is not going to move because we're already in range, and he's not going to help us by getting closer. So he is a jerk. Okay. Advance the turn counter. Turn 2. Fast pilots attack. We don't have any. Sights and bandits attack. The only thing that's a problem right now is him, and he's going to get to attack. So we roll the die. He rolled a 9. He's going to go after Fixer, who also has an ECM pod. I rolled a 6, and the ECM pod needs a 6. So we negated that attack. We were getting lucky there. Okay, now we get to slow pilots attack. I have nothing to do. I chose to pack an aim 9, which only has a range of 1. If I would have taken another aim 7, I would have been able to shoot at him, but I don't have another aim 7, so that was a big mistake on my part. So nothing I can do. That's the end of this round. We move the turn counter to 3. And then we're going to fly in, and everybody's going low. So now everybody's over the target, and we're low. We repeat, fast pilots attack. There's no fast pilots. Sights and bandits attack. There's now going to be 3 attacks. We're going to start with the bandit first. He rolled a 7. So 3, 6, 9. So he's attacking Fixer. ECM pod misses. So now I'm going to do evade. So I'm going to take 2 stress, and I roll the dice twice. A 2 and a 2. Well, that evade was worthless, but I rolled a 2, and that's still enough to cause 1 stress. So he's now up to 3 stress. Okay, and we're not done. We now have this guy that gets to go. He rolled a 1, so that means he's attacking Crusader. Crusader has an ECM pod, and so he missed. And then the next guy gets to attack, and you know what? All 3 of them have an ECM pod, so we're going to, well, no, we still have to figure out who his target is. So he's going to attack Crusader, and now we'll roll for the ECM pod, and it's a miss. So now the slow pilots get to attack. So this is interesting. I only need to do 1 more hit because there's 6 hits on this. And remember, the campaign rules say that I get penalized if I do more hits than necessary. So, wow, I can get myself in a lot of trouble here. I have to commit my bombs before I roll, so I can't just see how it turns out. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I need to get my 1 hit in, so no matter what, this guy's going to attack the target with both. I'm going to attack the plane with this, and then I'm going to attack one of the ground targets with that. So I mean, we can try to get the ground target out of the way first. I rolled a 2. Ooh. He gets a -1 actually, so it's just a 1. And this is where you need to decide which ground target, because that's actually a -1 versus a regular. So I didn't even declare, but it doesn't matter. It's a miss. But keep that in mind when you're playing. Don't make the mistake I just did. I will shoot the aim 9 there. I rolled a 1. That gives me a 2. Yeah, nowhere close. So that's a miss. So let's hope that my bombs on the target do better. Those are the 2 bombs. We're going to do MK82 first. I rolled a 5 plus 1. So that's a miss. This did not hit. Let's try now this one. Oh my goodness, I rolled a 1. Plus 1 is 2. Oh, I completely missed. I did not destroy the target. We are now on turn 4. So these 3 get to take pot shots at me again. So we'll start with the plane. He's attacking Crusader, ECM pod, misses. I will go ahead and evade. I'm not going to get better than a 1, so he completely missed. Next, we got this guy. He's going to attack Fixer, who's the F-16. The ECM pod misses. Fixer cannot take more stress, so we're going to risk it. Rolled a 5. He needed a 6, so he missed. Got lucky there. All right, and then the last guy rolled a 3, so he's going after Crusader. ECM pod. He misses. Okay, so Crusader is going to do an SBU on that guy. 7 plus 4 is 11 minus 1. Because of that, is still 10. He's done. And then we have this guy trying to hit the target. I get a -1 to my roll because of his pilot skill. Oh no. I missed again. Okay, so that didn't hit. Now we go to turn 5. Oh, no, I apologize. There's one other thing. This pilot, Warrior, is completely out of munitions, but he can still use his cannon. So he's going to use his cannon. He needs a 10 to hit. Perfect 10. Well, actually, his air to ground is +1. Nope, he missed. Okay. So, with that said, we now go to round... This is the final round, round 5. We got the bandit. He's going to attack Fixer, the F-16. Here's the ECM. Misses. Now we're going to do the ground target. He's also going to attack Fixer, ECM. He misses. Well, that part's good. I have one bomb, one and only one. And it's right here, the CBU. I'm going to use it on the target. So off we go. I do not get that +4 bonus because the target is not soft. I need an 8. I rolled a 3. Nowhere close. So now I have 2 miracle shots left. He went. Crusader. Warrior can do a cannon shot with a +1, so he needs a 9 or better. And then Fixer can do a cannon shot. He gets a -1. Cannon won't even work. So, Warrior is the only one who can roll. Oh my gosh, I did it. Oh my gosh. I just did 1 damage to make that get to 6, and if it wasn't for that event card, I would have been nowhere close to destroying this target, but I have now successfully destroyed this target. So we get a victory point for them, and we are flying out of here. So let's go over to here, homebound flight, draw a homebound event card. We're going to read the bottom. During the record pilot experience and stress step, add 1 stress to any 3 pilots in your squadron. Well, there was only 3, so they're all going to get +1 stress. Well, that stinks. Okay, so the target number was 34. We come over here, and 34 is right there. So they're going to get 3 stress instead of 2. So I come over here, and I'm going to grab 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. 3, 3, and 3. Okay, so we clean these up. And then we have to put the pilots back. So Crusader, Warrior, and Fixer. And put this up here, get that out of the way. So then we take our sheet. First things first is we destroyed the secondary. And we get 1 victory point for that. We got 4 minus 2, so 19. We have 17 SO points. Fixer gets 2 experience. Warrior gets 2 experience. And Crusader gets 2 experience. So here, record mission outcome, victory points, adjust recon. So here's, I got a little ahead of myself, but if you're following it to the letter, this is where we would have updated the sheet with some of that stuff. And then now we adjust recon, intel, and infra counters. So this is where we look at our 2. So here it's intel 1, infra 2, recon 1, intel 1. So recon moves 1, intel moves 2, and infra moves 2. And that just simple math. So intel is 1 plus 1 is 2, recon is 1, infra is 2. So we move those. So now on day 2, we're still going to draw 2 target cards. We get to destroy a center site every time, which is awesome. And oh boy, there's a giant asterisk next to day 1, guys. Infra had a +1. That means that I needed to get 1 more hit on every target in order to destroy it. So that secondary target would not have been destroyed. The primary target, I think, would also not have been destroyed. I think we did the exact number of hits on that too. That's a big asterisk. I'm not going to go back and reverse all that. But don't forget that when you're playing your game. This means it's just whatever the card says, and here you actually get to do less hits. So my apologies, but that's part of, there's a lot to keep track of with this game. Okay, so we did all that. We add target card stress to pilots, did that. Pilot stress recovery, okay, so that and experience. So we could do both of those in one swoop. Basically, you're just looking at their cool value. So here, he's got a cool value of 1. So you just take 1 off. Cool value of 1. Same here. Same there. There's a cool value of 0. 0, but then he's got +1 cool there. So he goes down to 1. There's a 1. So he has a cool value of 2. So that 3 comes away. And he has a cool value of 1 due to his skill. So we'll go ahead and take that off. Okay, so now with that said, we then do experience. So everybody's got 2 experience who participate in a mission. So it's pretty simple here. You're just going to check their value. So 4, 9, I mean, none of these level up. Right here, this guy, he's green 2. So he actually levels up. So forgive me, I'm having a hard time seeing through the phone. So you take all the counters. Oh, that's the wrong guy. This guy. Take all the counters, move them off, and you go from green. Oh, he's not a newbie. You go from green to average. So it's the next card. Now, one thing you got to keep track of is when he was green, he had 0 cool. But now that he's average, he has 1 cool. And that actually, the cool thing doesn't apply until after he's promoted. So I do get to take 1 cool off with him getting that promotion. So that part is cool, no pun intended. So then Zoom was his name. So then we find Zoom on here. See, and he's green. So now, oops, he's average. So you can denote it any way you want. Just having 2 X's here is usually good enough. Okay, so moving on, like I said, nobody has more than 2 experience points, so you don't have to do a difficult check on the first day. And then, of course, I have a pilot 2 pilots that didn't go on a mission, and of course they have, this one here would have leveled up. Well, no, he wouldn't have. He's a newbie, and he needs 3 experience. So that concludes the first day. We would then go to the second day and rinse and repeat. So I hope that this was very helpful. I may do more videos for the second day. I'm not sure if there's anything new to talk about, but you never know. The different strategies and sequences could be different. But let me get these published, and hopefully it will be helpful for those of you who are new to the game. As always, my name's Jeff, and it was a pleasure. I don't do this often. I don't make videos ever, really. So I apologize if my camera was shaky or you didn't find this to be helpful. But I hope that this gives you a great overview. And happy gaming. We'll talk to you later.